Congratulations, you have made the decision to buy a home. Now what? The Caribbean team, step-by-step instruction of how to buy a home. Viv, the Caribbean team. Hello, Viv, the Caribbean team. Viv, the Caribbean team, preferred real estate brokers selling the American dream right here in Central Florida. Hi, I'm Viv, the Caribbean team, preferred real estate brokers selling the American dream. The process of buying a home in Florida. Buying a home in Florida is one of the biggest purchases in your life, so the more you know, the easier the process will be. You will need to seek out help from skilled and experienced professionals, and it is important that you ask as many questions as necessary. Don't ever think you know too much unless it is your primary job. Start out by following the guidance of your realtor and your lender, and the process will be a lot easier than you think if you know too much. Most people do not want to work with you. I've helped hundreds of families, and every closing is different. The buying process step by step to help guide you through the process of buying a home. No one says the road is going to be easy. This is one of the largest purchases you will ever make in your lifetime, so make sure you know the step by step and follow them directly from your realtor and your lender, along with the title company and everyone else that is involved in the process of purchasing your new home. Find yourself the right realtor and the right lender. It will make so much difference. Make sure your realtor and your lender is a fit for you and your family, and they can actually get your loan closed. Not all lenders can close your loans, and not all realtor can get the deal done. So make sure you choose the right one. Normally, your realtor works with good lenders that knows and will be able to close your loan for you. You may ask for a recommendation. Most people tend to go with their bank in order to facilitate their loan. You can check around and see, maybe there are 3 different lenders to see which one will work best for you. People that help you with your home buying process are housing counselor, realtors, loan originator, loan underwriter, appraisal, home inspector and surveyor, closing agent. Buyers, realtor, and sellers are 2 different things. A realtor for a seller is contracted by the seller, and then a buyer's realtor work with the buyer. Step 1, getting your finance in order is the first step before you go out and start house hunting. It's so important. Check your financing to make sure you know where your closing costs and your down payment is coming from. Do you know what's on your credit report? Have you visited annual credit report lately to see what's on your credit report? Lenders will use your credit report to decide whether they will give you a loan or they will not. It's best to know ahead of time before you go and start shopping and applying for a loan. Have you paid all your bills on time? Do you have late payment on your credit report? Have you filed bankruptcy within the past 3 years? Lenders will know all these things, and if you tell the lender ahead of time, they can run your file through the underwriter, and the underwriter, which is the person that approved your loan, ahead of time, so you know. Step 2, understanding the loan process. Your interest rate will depend on your credit score. The better your credit score is, the better interest rate you will get. Be sure when you are applying for a loan to be truthful on your loan application, because it will come back to bite you in the very end. So if you're not truthful, they will know that. So you can't hide anything from them. They dig deep. The lender will want to know how long you have been on your present job. Make sure it adds up to at least 2 years. Your bank statement history, the past 2 months, paycheck stub, the last 2 years, tax return, social security number, driver's license number, and any asset that you own, any other properties as well. Keep in mind the lender will check your credit in order to issue you pre-approval. Be sure you know the difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualify. A pre-approval, normally the lender collects all your documents, and a pre-qualify means that they have not collected all the documents necessary in order to approve you. The paperwork that they give you, that you give them, it's necessary, so go ahead and supply that. Pre-approval is much better than pre-qualify. Once your pre-approval is issued, then you know exactly how much house you can afford. Be sure to ask your lender for a loan estimate so you will know the amount of money you will need for closing. Very important to know that up front. Do you need to use down payment assistance? Find out these things before you get started. It is important that you know that ahead of time. Where is the money coming from in order to purchase your new home? So necessary. So make sure you get all of that ahead of time. Will you get a gift fund? Avoid making any large purchases like buying a new car, furniture. Instead, save the money for your down payment, because it's important for you to have the right amount of money for your closing costs. Those you can wait and purchase those after you've closed on your home. Step 3, location, location, location. Find out where do you want to live. Drive around the neighborhood and write down what inspires you about that home, those homes that you're looking at. What catches your attention in the area, and what is good and what is bad. What are your must-have in a home? Keep in mind, you're not going to find out everything that you need in a home, you want inside of a home, unless money is no object, and money is not any object. So keep in mind your needs and your want. How many bedrooms? What size home would you like? What are the features you'd like to have inside your home? Do you know that? Write that down in a piece of paper. When you make the decision, make sure you stick with the decision and don't keep going back and forth and back and forth and confusing yourself and confusing your realtor and changing your mind. So write it down and stick with it. What is a deal breaker that will prevent you from making an offer on that house that you've seen, that you like, that checks most of your boxes? Ask your realtor to give you a copy of the purchase contract, a blank contract ahead of time, so you can go ahead and get yourself familiar with it and read over it and ask any question that you may have. Step 4. So you found a home that you want to make an offer on. What's the next step? Ask your realtor to send you some comps in the area, in the neighborhood, that have sold within the last few months, so you know how to make an educated offer. Your earnest money deposit will be at least 1% of the purchase price of the property. That money needs to be delivered once your offer is accepted, normally within 3 days. You can deliver it before if you want to. In order to get your offer accepted and not be rejected, make sure you deliver it on time. Please do not lowball the seller. It's important. Don't insult them. Keep in mind, if you are making an offer and you need closing costs, the seller is not going to discount their house and also give you closing costs on top of it. So be reasonable when you're making your offer. It's very important. Once you make an offer, the seller may accept the offer, they may counter, or they may reject the offer. Those are your choices. Step 5. If your offer is accepted, then congratulations. If not, you'll continue searching until you find the right home to make the right offer on. Offer accepted. Inspection time. Your inspection will range anywhere from $250 all the way up. It goes by square footage of the house, so there's no set price. And the inspector will normally give you the price. You will now have anywhere from 7 to 10 days in order to get your inspection completed. Make sure you stay within that time frame. Inspection can range anywhere from a regular house inspection to termite inspection, to your 4-point inspection, to a roof inspection, which is a wind mitigation, to a well inspection, or a septic tank inspection. Make sure that all is done within that time frame. Okay, septic tank, well, all of your inspection are done in that time frame to make sure you stay within your 7 to 10 days, depending on what is on your contract. Okay, your lender might want a well test. What happens if something's is on the inspection report that you have concerns about and need to cancel, well, you have choices, because once you are within your inspection period, you have choices. You may either go back to the seller and ask the seller to correct the issues that is of your concerns, and if not, then you can ask them to give you credit. They can give you credit towards it, or if not, you may cancel the contract. It's your move, whatever you want to do once you're inside your inspection period. If the seller decided they're not fixing anything, then you have a choice. They can also give you a credit if they want to as well. Keep that in mind. You do have a choice, okay? You do have a choice. You're not locked in unless you are outside your inspection period. If you're outside your inspection period, then of course, yes, you're locked in, Okay, step 6. Once your offer is accepted, then you will do your loan application with your lender, and he may ask you for additional paperwork. Normally your loan application within 5 days. So if they ask you for loan paperwork, then go ahead and send it as quickly as possible. In turn, they will turn your paperwork over to the processor once it goes through the processing department, and then they will reach out to you for additional documents if they need it. But go ahead and do it as quickly as possible. Step 7, the lender will order your appraisals once your loan application is finished. They will ask you for your credit card in order to the appraisal on it, or if not, they may also include that in your closing costs. You may not use the fees. They may not use the credit card for the fees, but just in case they might ask for it. Step 8. In the state of Florida, we work with either a title company or we work with an attorney in order to get your title insurance and get your home closed. Ensure that all your paperwork is in order, and they also have purchasing fees and things like that they charge. And then there's no liens are on the house, or there's no claims on the house. The title company works through all of that. So once your search is finished and they're finished up with their search on the house, then it will go to the underwriter approval, and then the loan will be approved, and then the underwriter will give you something called clear to close. Then yay, it's time to close. Step 9. Lots of step, eh? You'll walk through the day of or the day before closing. You don't want to do it too far out to make sure everything is okay. Okay, normally you take some pictures of the appliances of the house and make sure everything is okay and it's in order as you left it. Back after you close, when you come back after closing, everything still remain the same. Okay. Step 10. Okay, time to head to the closing. The lender will let you sign your closing disclosure at least 3 days before you're ready to close. So they'll let you do that ahead of time, sign your disclosure, and then it will also let you know how much money that you need to bring to the closing table. And then the lender or the title company will let you know, and then of course you will send a wire the day of or the day before. The title company will send you the wire instruction. Normally a lot of time they send it secure, and your final figure that you will need to close. So you will send it to the office ahead of time. In order to wire your funds, you need a wiring instruction. It must be before closing to receive your keys. If it's not, then you will not receive your keys. You can send the day off or the day before closing. Okay, we'll have lots of documents to sign, and take your time doing that. It takes about anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. So plan yourself a couple of hours of being there. Remember to bring 2 forms of ID, one with your picture on it at least, and then one you can bring, it doesn't have to have a picture on it. Remember to dress nicely. You will have pictures taken, the day of closing. Once the documents are signed and the loan is funded, you will be able to receive your keys. Yeah, you're a happy homeowners. Once you're finished closing, you will need to change your locks on your door the day of closing or the day after closing. Okay, you can change your locks on the door. You may not turn on any utilities until you have gotten your keys. Okay, do not turn on any utilities until you're finished closing, signing all your documents, and now you are a happy homeowner and your keys has been handed to you. Do not transfer any utilities in your name or anything like that until that is done. Okay, until you have gotten your closing document and the title company says you are closed and your loan is funded. Step 11. Tell us how we did. What was the experience before? It normally sends out a 5-star review for you to give me a review, and I also normally take like a short video of you telling what was your experience, and be honest what your experience was. Don't let it seem like it. If it was easy, it was easy. If it was hard, it was hard. But go ahead and, you know, say what it does so people learn the process of purchasing a home. Good, the bad, the ugly. Okay, there's things that you do not want to do while waiting for your loan to close. These are the things that are important. Do not touch your credit report. Do not establish any new credit. Do not close any credit cards account that you have open. Do not increase your credit limit. Do not buy anything on any credit. Do not have anyone run your credit report. Do not co-sign for anyone, okay? It's important. Step 12, congratulations. You are now homeowners. Don't forget to send me referral. I look forward to always being at your back and working with you and for you. Keep in touch. If you ever have any question, contact me. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you ever have any question. You can always find my information on the closing disclosure on the paperwork that you have gotten. Closing thoughts. When in doubt, ask question. Do not do anything without asking question unless this is not your first go around in buying a home. Hope this was helpful. Remember to like, remember to comment, remember to share this video, and thank you for the opportunity to allowing us to serve you, the Caribbean team, selling the American dream.